Yep. Welcome, guys, to the channel for another debate show on a Friday evening. As you can see, again, four of us. Julian, no idea what he's doing. Probably has a funny filter on Skype again, most likely. Yeah, he does. So with me today is Julian. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Justin, you?
What up, guys? Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, yeah, I'm doing well. Let's talk some nonsense, all right?
And Davide. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome. Ready for this. Love Friday nights with you guys. It's starting to become a theme.
It is. It is.
Let's do it. Let's rip into each other.
So I think everybody who watched this debate show knows how it works. But this time we change it up. So usually Julian comes up with 4 or 5 questions. Today each of us came up with one, and one is from one of our followers. I picked one. So the ones who put in the question who I haven't chosen, don't be mad. Next time I just pick one randomly. I just picked one. Before we get into the debate show, really quickly, because news of the day was John Alcon speaking. He spoke a lot. He spoke a lot of numbers. I didn't tweet that out because it made no sense, to be honest. Like, there were too many numbers in there. The only thing I tweeted out was him saying that basically Exor, who, I don't know, how do you want to call it? It's a company of the family, basically the holding of the family, who own the club. And he said that the company, basically the holding, gave the club, so Agnelli, time and resources to get back to the top. Now, somebody DM'd me and said, yeah, but you guys on the channel said the family doesn't put their own money into the club. It's all about prize money, so Champions League money, all those things. What do you have to say now? So I have my say. Now you guys can have your say. Maybe not Davide, like I'm throwing him under the bus. He never said that. But he's on the channel, so hey, bad luck for you. You're part of it now. I will start with Julian. What do you make of John Alcon's word and the follower basically calling us out?
To the guy who called us out,
Not really
he's covering losses. Sorry.
Not really called us out, but like.
Okay, whatever. He
called you a bum.
Exor bailed us out.
He said your wife wasn't pretty. I know.
That's a lie.
I know.
Anyway, I think they just subsidized our losses from the poison, and that's what happens. And it's not like he gave us, or Alkin or Exor gave us the money to go sign Vlahovic. Like, we're having sales, Demiral, Kulusevski. We had that money stored away for after, and they just used it now.
Okay.
And there's Champions League money coming up now, and what we did in this current iteration of the Champions League. So there is money kicking around, but the 300 million euros that was given to us by Exor, it just covers up losses.
Call it rat poison, Saban. Do it.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's also what he said. Like, the capital increase is just to cover losses from the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's what
So
he
there
said.
you go.
What about you, Justin? Like, do you believe the family is actually putting their own money into it consistently, or are we like, it's a self-sustainable club? Like, I think we are.
First off, I want to say whoever came at us with that comment, you're a bum, and we don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sure it's a good question. We've talked about it on the channel. I know from the beginning, I make comments saying stuff about the line of Juve doesn't have money. But then I've also kind of pulled back on that, and I've even said, I made it clear multiple times, that if the Elkins want something to happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
So, they're not consistently just pouring. It's not just a waterfall of money coming in from Exor and the Elkins, and that's not what they're consistently doing. But they'll give you a little boost. They'll be your government bailout, if you will. That's what they're gonna do. Juventus is GM right now, and they need help. And God, that might be a Muncie reference now that I think about it. But they need a little help. They need a little bailout. So here comes the Elkins to do that. That's why deals can get done, like Vlahovic. If you want to bring in Vlahovic, if you want to bring in Ronaldo, players like that. That's why they're there, so they can get those big deals done. Now it remains to be seen. We'll observe this over the next few months over the Mercado to see what really happens and what goes down, because there's a lot of big player names that are thrown out there, and there's a lot of big players that are requesting ridiculous amounts of money, either for their agent, for them personally, or whatever have you. But at the same time, I don't think it's. I think it's they're financing the club, but they're not financing as in like every dollar and penny that they want. I guess euro or whatever, and not dollar penny. They're not just throwing all of it haphazardly at Juventus. But if they're needed, they will be called upon, and they'll bail them out, or they'll help them out get the integral pieces that they need done.
Okay, that's fair. Well, Davide, he didn't call out you, but you can have your go.
Well, first off, why is my head so huge? I see it now.
It's a maple syrup, I think.
I can't move anywhere on my camera. My head is massive. So Alejandro's got me on big head mode on Skype. I don't know what's going on.
I cannot change it. I'm sorry.
But to the question, I think this is along the theme of what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, where the management's just being upfront about stuff, just saying things as they are. And in this case, they're just saying, "Hey, we're giving money." It's happening. I think everyone knows it. I think they're just being a bit more transparent about it, because how does all this money come all of a sudden for Vlahovic after not hearing about anything, or not having the money to be able to do money, and then all of a sudden, bam, it happens. So yeah, they have to be giving us something, and I think they're just saying, yeah, we're helping out. Have faith. We're gonna keep this team relevant. I think they feel the ship is maybe listing a little bit, and they're trying to correct that right now, because the club isn't in a great place, and from the management level, I think they're trying to reaffirm the fans.
That's fair. Like, I think they have no choice in this situation to add or to basically put money from their own pockets into the club. Otherwise, we were in a bad position, like dark. Like, let's say if you had owners like Inter had with Toir, like a few years back, you would be screwed now at this moment in time, because the losses were huge. So I think they have little choice if they want to keep the value of their asset. Again, I'll keep saying it. I don't think it stops asset-wise, but you need to keep the value high of the club, basically. They're never going to sell, but like, it's important to have value. But yeah, that's that. We'll go into the first question. I don't know which one I put up first. Let me check. Oh, it's Davide's one. So this question is from Davide. So he will get the chance to answer it first, and then Julian. Yeah, pressure on. So Davide's question was, with the current team of the club wanting to inject more Italian players into the roster, pick 3 Italian players that you would acquire, one for each third of the pitch. So attacker, midfield, and defender. So
Justin screwed, no Donnarumma.
he will put him somewhere in the pitch.
I actually did include Donnarumma there. Anyway, we'll talk about me later. You go ahead.
So Davide, you go.
Yeah, I kind of purposely didn't put a goalkeeper in, because I figured Donnarumma would just be everyone would go. Yeah. We can talk about it. Do we want to talk about goalkeeper?
I would put Donnarumma. I think everybody. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Wait.
Talk about him if you want. I'm saying he's.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about Donnarumma? You want to come at my boy? What do you want to say? What do you want to say about my boy?
It's not my turn. We'll get to me.
I think you. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
He'll say it. Yeah.
Turtle up.
So,
turtle up. Go back over there and turtle up with you. You're not coming at me. You're not going to do it. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you were so sensitive about Donnarumma.
Don't you touch my baby boy.
I knew you were that sensitive about Zaniolo, but I didn't know you were this sensitive about Donnarumma. But
I'm not.
Okay, so I'll start with the attack because this is where I struggled the most because I think we need a winger. And outside of Chiesa, who we already have, I don't know if there's any really great Italian wingers right now. Yeah, you have Scamacca, Raspadori that we've been linked with a lot. Do they play well on the wing? I don't know. I think we have Keane already, who could play on the wing that we don't even try to see if he can do it. So what do I do? Do I include Zaniolo and call him like an attacking player because he's attacking midfield?
Don't do it.
That's the stretch.
Don't do it.
Stretch.
It's your own question.
I think he's actually.
He screwed himself.
I won't do that. I think that's cheating, so I won't do that. So I don't know. Just for lack of other options, I'm just going to say Scamacca because I like how he's a bit more of a pit bull. I like that attitude. I think he can give some energy, and I don't know. Lack of options. I stumped myself on this own question. So I'll just go to the midfield. This one's a lot easier for me. I really do like Jorginho. I think that's what Allegri wants. I think that's what would work. I think we have enough young talent in the team that we can afford having a 30-year-old there for a couple of years.
Okay.
And I just think he's the right guy. So I'm going Jorginho. And that's it. I can't even argue with myself on that one. I don't.
Wait, who was the defender? Oh, you.
I didn't get to.
No,
Okay, I thought.
not done yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so defender, I'll just go crazy here. I'm going to go for a center back. I don't know why we didn't just go for Romagnoli. I know he wants to go to Lazio, I believe it is. I think it might be a little underrated for what the options are. You see Rudiger asking how much his salary, the bonuses, just the amount of money. We could have gotten Romagnoli, just a plain old serviceable center back. No frills. He would have just done a job. He would have been relatively cheap. Would have been good to go. So there you go. Romagnoli for center.
So Romagnoli,
you guys go ahead and
Scamacca, Romagnoli, and Jorginho, right?
Yes, Scamacca, Jorginho, and Romagnoli.
Okay, really quickly for the chat. It didn't really need to be realistic because Hanin put in a horror list. He said Romagnoli, Cristante, Belotti. So I'm not saying
realistic though.
it's realistic. I'm not saying say Barella because he's not coming, but I mean it's April. Yeah. Maybe it's an April Fool's joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a horror list. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I will go to Justin first. You go, Justin.
Me. Okay. This one's a difficult one just because I go so many different places when we do questions like this. I feel like it also kind of answers my question a little bit later. But I think, okay, so basically when we go through the options that we have right now, I'm going to start with the midfield. Let's actually just start there. I think if you're looking at Italian options, I'm going realistically. I'm not going dream world. Not that there's really even a lot of dream world options right now for Juventus to look at there in the midfield. I think your options really are Jorginho and Zaniolo because Barella's not coming. He's not leaving. I don't think Barella's even that good anymore. I think he's kind of fallen off a little bit. I don't know. I think, or maybe when I say fallen off, I just think maybe he hasn't impressed me here lately compared to what we saw.
I agree with that.
Maybe about a year or so ago. Plus.
I agree.
Look at that. Look at my guy. All right. So I think if I'm picking between there, I got to be honest. Before it would have been Zaniolo because of like the way he what he can do, but the injury issue, I do have to consider that. So because of that, I'd go more Jorginho. You bring in a more experienced player who maybe can help settle down the midfield a little bit alongside guys like Zaccaria and then whoever else they were to bring in as well. Locatelli maybe be a good guiding figure with him. Got some kind of feedback in right now. I don't know if you guys are hearing that as well in your headphones.
No, it's okay for me.
Okay, well that was odd. Anyway, it was like anyway, whatever. So I think Jorginho would be my option in the midfield just because it seems like the best quality you can get while also being the most reasonable one. That's probably not going to be. He doesn't have injury issues, but watch him come to Juve and he'll be injured within a week. Defender, I skirted it and kind of went. I was like, The goalkeeper's kind of a defender, right? That's how I went with it. I said Donnarumma. I think everybody would take Donnarumma at this point, especially because he's young. He won me over. Obviously, play in the Euros, definitely. Even though before, like I said, I was protective because I said he's my baby boy, but he's not. He wasn't until just like the last 6 months or so. Because before that, it was always battling that Buffon. Nobody would ever be close to Buffon. In my lifetime, I said that, which is, ridiculous. I don't know. When it comes to defenders, really, when you look at it, the options you have out there. I mean, if we're looking at even realistic or not realistic, you got Bastoni, who I felt like a lot of people hyped him up, and then he ended up not being that special. I don't think he's lived up to the hype. Maybe he just still needs time. Maybe he's young. I don't know. I guess I'm always focusing in on the center back option more than I would on the left or right there. So your other guys that you could go get would be, like he said, who'd you say? Why did I blank on his name again? I always do it every time. Davide. What's his name?
For who?
The guy you just said, the defender.
Romagnoli?
Yeah, Romagnoli. You got.
Okay.
What else am I gonna go with? A Cherby? Instead, do I want to go for a young option? Actually, I know who I'm going for. I can't remember the kid's name. So, do you remember the guy who looked like if Chiellini and Bonucci had a real love baby? He plays for.
Is it Gotti, the guy we just got?
No, not Gotti. No. He doesn't look like him. The guy physically looks like him. He plays. We were linked to him. We were rumored. This was back in. Give me a sec.
I have no idea.
So you came here with 0 names, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, basically. When it came to the defender, I literally looked at it and I said, what am I going to say, Gotti? Like, I literally was going to go dive through the youth sector and be like, okay, let's see what we got here. And young Italian center back said, I already don't know bleep. And I tell you guys daily that I don't pay attention to that until, literally until probably about a year or two ago is when I started paying attention to actual youth products. So bleep that. Bastoni, I don't care. Okay, Gatti. We want Gatti. Fine, he's great. There's a reason that everybody wanted Gatti. He's amazing. He's the next savior. He is. He's the guy that's coming to replace Chiellini, not to lift. And then
I don't want to burst your bubble though. We've already acquired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
Wait, I have the solution.
Listen here, you smug piece of shit. Anyway,
You got 12. You got 12 hours to come up with a name. I will give you another 12.
No, I was asleep when you. No. I was up till 3 in the morning, and you said this right when I went to sleep.
Yeah, I was sleeping. What do you want me to know?
Well, usually you give us the day before to send it. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
but
get 12 hours.
I was waiting on Davide. And he texted me when I went to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Okay.
So it was Davide
Yeah,
at the end.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
Blame the new guy.
It's not.
New guy, yeah. It's
I
a
got a child,
Canadian
bro.
one. It's a Canadian.
Actually, I haven't even taken care of my kid today. Anyway, so okay,
Damn.
to the attack. I mean, and this is the option. It kind of goes with my question later, probably, but I guess it's going to be Raspadori. It's the guy who I'd go for. Obviously, I think everybody had their eyes glued to the TV in the Turkey match, and I think he really impressed a lot of people. And a really important match for the Italian national team to go out there and score 2 very good goals. I'm BSing right now. I'm fake taking, but I think Raspadori, he's one of the guys that I don't want to say he thoroughly impresses me, but I like the energy he brings. I like the hustle that he brings out there in the attack. And it might be something when you're losing a Dybala or something like that, it may be a player that could go in there and bring a little bit of something that the team's kind of lacking right now, especially with Chiesa sidelined.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, I'm talking.
And I think Kanid's trying to say that Vidi is the player you're thinking of.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Haneen. Haneen is on it. Yep, that's his. Yeah, Vitti or something like that. Is that what it is? How's it spelled?
Yeah. He's not a good player, so good thing you didn't remember his name.
I just said he looked like he literally go look at the picture.
I know.
Chiellini or whatever. Yeah. All right.
Okay, Julian, you go.
All right. I'll start at the back. And since you said defenders, I'm going to include Spinazzola. Screw a center back because Spinazzola is very, very good. And we don't have a left back. So bring him back. Why not? I know he's
We don't have
injury
enough
prone,
injured players. Yeah.
but I know he's injury prone. But like you're saying, Viti, and Davide's saying Romagnoli. So I'm gonna say an actual good player. I'm gonna say
We don't
Spinazzola.
develop youth. We have no youth. We don't
We
do
have
it.
tons of good players that don't play.
Yeah,
No, I mean, all
we'll add it
of
up
Italy.
then.
I'm not even just saying Juve. I'm saying all of Italy. We don't care about the young people.
Yeah. So Spinazzola is my guy at the back. In terms of Italian, I will go the best player available in midfield as well, Verratti, another dude who doesn't play as much, but you know what? Still the best player available. Obviously, he'd make our midfield great. Very dynamic, both sides of the pitch, workhorse, moves the ball from defense to attack. You saw against Macedonia that it's him and 10 other bumps on a log. And in attack, it's Raspadori. I don't rate Zaniolo. Obviously, that front three that played against Macedonia is garbage. We already have Chiesa. Scamacca is meh. So I'll take Raspadori as well. And he did play on the wing against Turkey, and he did obviously a decent job scoring 2 goals. So if you replace Keane, great. But if you replace Dybala, no.
He's phenomenal, impressive. Literally just one of the next grades, obviously for Italy. There we go.
So there you go.
Okay. You said.
I said Spinazzola.
You said Spinazzola, Verratti, and
Raspadori.
Now, I will go also with Raspadori up top because the question is Italian.
Yeah.
I don't rate. Zaniolo. I do rate him, but not at that price, so that's why I don't rate him. Basically, so I'm going Raspadori because I do like him. Out of all the young Italian players up there, up top, he's the one I like. I'm not a big fan of Scamacca. Also, we don't need Scamacca with Vlahovic in there, so I'm going Raspadori at the back. I'm going Udogi, just because
I forgot about Udogi.
there is not one good Italian young center back out there. Yeah, people say Bastoni in the back three. He looks actually great, but we don't play a back three, so no.
Yeah.
Romagnoli. I mean, Jesus, no. Like, I'd rather play Rugani on a cheaper deal than I'm sorry. Like he ain't it. Like there's a reason why he's going. With all due respect, Lazio. Like that's it. So I'm going Udogi also because he fills in a position that we actually need for the future. Now, but also for the future. So that for the midfield, I will stick with Samuele Ricci just because I do think he will break through at some point. I still believe that. I actually do. Every time I watch him, he makes mistakes still, but he looks different than other players in his age category. So I'm going to stick with him also because, like, if there was a young Italian regista out there, I would pick him.
Yep.
But there isn't. You say Verratti, yeah, of course, but like, it's not realistic. So I want it to be a bit realistic.
The question wasn't realistic.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
The question was just
no.
What do
I said I want to be a bit realistic.
Yeah.
So I'm going. Yeah, I could have said Verratti. I think everybody would take Verratti still. But I'm going with Ricci because, yeah, I like him. First, I want to say Miretti just because he is our player, but actually he's not our player at this point. So yeah, so I want to say him, but I'm going with Ricci. So those are my 3 names. I will read out some chats because I've not read out anything.
Jeff Costello mentioned a great name, Lorenzo Pellegrini.
Yeah, that's.
But unfortunately, he's super Roman.
Excuse me.
He's super Roman, like he's full out.
Yeah.
He's like De Rossi and Totti, Roman.
He was on my list second, but at the same thing, I was like, he's never coming, never. But I would take him in a heartbeat.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I looked at the poll that I did, and I appreciate the votes are the likes are up. The likes are up. They're up. But it says 41 of you voted. And only 2% said no. and that we should block you. So that means about 40, whatever, 40-ish likes should be on the channel right now.
There is
We literally have, it's only showing 35 for me.
38
40
now.
likes?
38.
So
40-ish.
who do we have to block though?
Yeah. Let us know who we need to block. I will ban hammer you. But make sure you hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to stay notified for all release videos. Go ahead.
Anino saying Udogi, Jorginho, Raspadori. People forgetting about Verratti as let me see. I saw a good name coming through, or like a good. Someone said something about.
Could I throw? I'm gonna throw another name out, and that's Calabria.
Oof.
Just
I don't
hold
like
it back
him.
in. Hold the name back in. Don't throw it out. Hold it back in. Don't do it.
Or throw it up.
Don't do it. But yeah, we will go to the next question.
But sorry, going back to Calabria, he's one of those guys who can play multiple positions. I'm not saying take him on Juventus, but he would be a good squad player where he is.
Yeah,
where he is.
I do like him. I like his attitude.
That's fair. He plays for
You already have the Chilio.
Yeah.
Listen, he's got my first name. His last name's where my family's from.
Okay.
Even though he's from Bergamo, that
yeah.
doesn't matter. It says Calabria. I don't know. I just like his attitude. He's a hard worker, and I appreciate a guy like that.
You're the new Justin on the channel, by the way.
He's not, he's not pretty, but he's got a good personality.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Calabria
all
or
the ladies
Calabria?
care about.
Let me
All right,
see.
where we at?
That was
The host froze.
no.
Right.
That's not common, but it went away. Where did it go?
This is great radio.
It's gone.
I want to talk about this. Let's just talk about while you're looking for that. Will Smith, the smack heard around the world. What did you all think about it? Do you think Will Smith was in the right, or do you think Chris Rock was? Do you think Chris Rock was the bigger man in the situation, or would you have slapped Will Smith back? You let me know.
Okay, I'll go first. No, it's gonna drive Alejandro nuts. Let's go.
If somebody made fun of your wife for alopecia, what would you do?
I wouldn't laugh at the beginning of the joke.
Right?
Fair. I got the questions back on, but
I'll say this. Well, I'll say this. As a bald man, as the only one here who can really, I can't take this out because of stupid headphones. I think now I look at my wife differently. Where, like, if next time that there's a joke made at my expense about me being bald prematurely in my life, and she doesn't go smack the shit out of somebody, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a little sit down, a little powwow with each other. And I'll be like, "What are we doing? What's this commitment that we have?" All right, what we got? What's the next question?
it's your question. So
I thought okay.
no, it's yours. Yeah. So this is Justin's question, by the way. He asked.
Kind of
us-
speed up. That's the question before it's. Go ahead.
No, let's roll. It's fine.
uh,
Unless you want me to talk about my wife.
No, it's fine.
what the hell is happening?
No, let's go to the questions. Nobody cares about my wife.
No. I bet you torpedoed my question because your question kind of answers my question. But whatever. Well,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, a bit. It does a bit, but so Justin's question is: with Dybala's imminent departure from Juve in summer, who will be your pick to replace him at the club? Raspadori, Gabriel Jesus, or Berardi? So you need to pick one of those three. I will go with you first, Justin. It's yours. It's your question.
I'll throw this in here if you all want to come up with somebody different who
Okay.
could be that option. That's reasonable.
Thank
it can't be
goodness.
something just out of nowhere. You can do that, right? I mean, I like I say, the wind has been taken from my sails when it comes to this question because we already kind of answered it. I think it would be Raspadori. The main thing I did like about him is obviously the Italian thing helps because that's what Juventus are looking for. If they're able to get young Italian talent, they will go get it. Just because it's been an important part of the club's history, and then also when it seems like those involved do want that to happen. It seems that that's the way they want to go with it. I like that I put the combination of him being young, him tenacious, and that hustle that he shows out there. I really did like that. I did appreciate it because I think there's been more than enough times that I've been watching Juve attackers just kind of stand around doing nothing. Julian looks bored with me talking, so I'll try to do this over. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, but basically, I was gonna BS and say about what he did during the Turkey match. When we all know the Turkey match didn't matter. You should have watched it. The only reason I had it on and saw his 2 goals is because I was working out in my basement and I had it on the TV because there's nothing else to play. That's literally the only reason I even watched it, especially given the way I felt about everything recently. Anyway, he goes on to say, or let's see. I think it also another reason I think him is just because of the options you have here. I don't know you have a lot of bargaining when it comes to Gabriel Jesus and about him being an option. I don't even know how realistic that option is. It's just kind of been a rumor that was thrown out last Mercado that's coming back out here again. Berardi is a bum. I don't want him. And then basically also with Sassuolo, there's a good relationship there established with Juventus now that I feel like maybe you could get another good opportunity to see Arriva Bene work another deal like they did Locatelli, save some money. Even though now we're kind of saying the money savings should not be that much of an important aspect because if they want to make it happen, the Elkins can. So anyway, that'd be my pick.
Okay. David, you go.
Yeah, so I was just gonna call out a comment here, and this is just cementing my my decision. But Hasta said, "Imagine Jesus and church on the wings."
It's very holy.
That I need to see now. Not like I was gonna pick Gabriel Jesus. I believe it is Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Jesus or Jesus? I don't know.
Jesus.
Hey.
I don't care about pronunciation anymore. I'm just done.
Just give it up.
Yeah.
I'm still trying, I suppose. But I'll go with Jesus because it's fun to say. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's realistic. We've been linked a couple times, but his contract's coming due. Is it next year, I believe? Or is it this?
No,
Or is
not
he
this
free?
year.
No, it's next year.
24.
Yeah, 24.
Yes, this year. So he's not going to be a super high value. We'll see. I think they said 50.
Oof.
Oh, no. I read 30. 50?
Is it 30?
Yeah, nobody's
Okay.
paying 50 for him.
I think that's, but yeah, I think it was 30. Man, so many numbers coming out this week. So say 30 mil for Jesus. Yeah. Okay, 50. I was not convincing myself as I was speaking. At 30 now, I'm convincing myself that yeah, why not? When you look at the other options, because they're saying Raspadori's 40.
It's
Come
not
on.
gonna be 40. It's not gonna be 40.
No.
Because
Locatelli wasn't 40.
I was
So
sorry, really quick. I was trying to say like I don't believe Jesus will be 30. I think it will be a bit more. But in terms of we talked about it at the channel. Just look at the names. It's Raspadori 30, Berardi 30, and Jesus let's say 35. It's the same basically, and that's the problem. Man. Like you're paying the same amount of money for players who have shown nothing at the highest level compared to players who actually showed it at the highest level. And that's a problem we have in Italy and also Juve actually paying that money. Now, for different players in the past, like Fratesi, who's also one value at 30 mil, which is actually ridiculous. But, But yeah, Hugo. You said Jesus.
Well, that's also real quick. That's also one of the reasons I feel like maybe Italy struggles so much to get young Italian talent out there because people just try to milk it for all it's worth. When you have a young guy, that when the bigger clubs come there, they end up pushing it off for so long because you're trying to ask these ridiculous numbers that don't match with what they've done on the field and they don't prove what they're able to do long term.
I agree.
I just thought of something there. I'm gonna throw this out, and I'll keep true to my word, unlike Julian with his haircut. But I just ordered a Chiesa jersey because I always wanted one when on sale. If Jesus comes to Juventus, I will buy the jersey and you will see Jesus in church behind me. That's my promise.
Nice.
So David is just picking for a picture, not for the team.
Yeah.
Oh, for the photo op, guys.
Just for the gram, guys.
Just for the vibes.
It's, do we have to kick out Unholy Fun then?
But yes. Yeah, you'd have to then.
4?
That's
At
easy.
that point, yeah.
Oh, now I get it.
Because his name.
I got it.
Real quick, I did,
okay. Yes.
YFG Jab was asking, what do bald people do when they go to the barber? It's very
Drink
rare
coffee.
that I go anymore.
They get their
get-
scalp massaged.
You get it shaved, you get it do whatever. My wife usually does it for my birthday. You get it all fully shaved, cleaned down, and then they do some kind of like exfoliation, all this other crap. But really, it's mostly the beard that they take care of, and they clean that up. But I mean, honestly, I go to the barber rarely ever. I usually just do it myself because you have to do it every other day. So what else are you gonna do?
Nice. Julian, you go.
And then I was gonna say no. I'm kidding.
On the board, it's Raspadori for me. Off the board, it's Anthony. Not for the club, but for me.
Okay.
If that makes any sense, because obviously you and
Yeah.
I, Ale, have discussed this before.
Yeah.
Anthony is not Allegri's cup of tea. Anthony is going to do 17 step overs and get the end product eventually, and Max Allegri is going to scratch his head and yell, you know what's at him. So I would like Anthony. I think he should be the direct right wing replacement, but it's not Allegri's plans. And off your list, I say Raspadori.
Okay. So on the list, because that was the question, I would pick Raspadori and would still bring in another right winger. And if not possible, I would switch back to a 4-4-2 instead of paying money for Jesus or Berardi. So that's how fucked up the question was, by the way. But off the list, yeah, like we're not being realistic. I'm saying Felix or Anthony, but yeah, it's never gonna happen. It's gonna be Zaniolo most likely.
That's why I don't create questions. That's why you don't ask me to do questions. I can answer stuff, but don't ask me to do questions.
Yeah, but yeah, on the list, it's still Raspadori, and it's not like we sign Raspadori and I'm gonna make a week of videos on Raspadori. Like it's not that type of signing. So,
No.
but on the list, yeah, it's Raspadori. Just because Berardi, he can score another 100 goals in Serie A. I've seen it at a higher level, and it's painful to watch. Like he it's like he is completely out of place pace wise. That's my issue. Like pace and physicality. Like he doesn't have that at all. And it's all there to see. Against Macedonia, like it was painful to watch. It was. And someone saying I want Di Maria. I do, but like not as a main option. It's just like an idea we basically came up, not the club, not the journalist. We said that also because he can play in the 8th position, and I still think he can offer us a lot for 2 years. But like in an ideal world, you don't bring in him, you bring in Anthony, like, or Felix, you know. But it's never gonna happen. It isn't, and that's a problem. I will read out a few questions. I saw someone. Hash is saying Jesus 100% can cover 2 positions, striker and winger. You know, I think it's easy to play at City in 2 positions.
Yeah.
What happened with the sound?
What's up?
Something happened with the sound.
Are we all on mute?
No, can you hear me?
I can hear, but somebody pushed the button. It's like he's went outside.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, it's got like outside sound right now.
Okay, I'll mute myself. See what happens.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that
gone
was
now.
you.
It was you.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was very weird.
Did you have the AC kick on or something? Okay.
Is that a yes or no? Okay.
I think it's.
Oh my god. Everybody's saying Anthony Raspadori. Those are the names basically that are coming up. Hanina's saying, imagine Roma asking 60 for Zaniolo. Yeah, that's. I don't really believe that, to be honest, because it changes with everyday passing. It's 30, it's 35, it's 40, it's 60.
It's 50 today.
It's 50. It's Juve are not interested. It's Roma want to sell. It's Roma don't want to sell. It's he's signing a new deal the next day. He's not signing a new deal. Like, I can write a story at this point. Like we got who did we got right? Was it Anthony? Yeah, we said Anthony, and we got linked with Anthony, and Julian said Salah. We recorded the video after So there's no proof, but he sent me the names over before the Salah links. I don't know what the links were, but dropped. They're guessing at this point, especially when the price changes with the day. Like, it doesn't change with the day, by the way. And also, it doesn't change when Raspadori scores 2 goals for Italy. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And a meaningless match.
Hasa saying, I hear that it sounds like you guys are on an airplane. Well, that's funny because we were before the show.
Oh man!
Before it started, yeah, we definitely were. Also, like,
gonna understand what that meant.
Right? But anyway, I think people always want to comment on like the Zaniolo talk because it's a news story and it comes up and I see the comments every day and like I usually respond to them or whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, guys, we have to be realistic. You have to understand how Mercado's going to work. You have to understand how the news cycle works for people to get clicks. That's what they're going to do. But at the same time, to me, I still read it as Zaniolo's a real story. It's going to be a real story. All the numbers you're going to see are ridiculous because one, there's the end, and they're going to ask preposterous amounts because that's what they do with Juventus. That's what they're always going to do with Juventus. All the clubs are going to try to get as much money as possible when they know it's not feasible. But also you have to realize that freaking Zaniolo, his contract is one more year after this? Is that what it is? And then he can go. Yeah. So if he doesn't renew, if he really wanted Juve, he could just hold on and wait, and then they can get nothing for him. So there's no way that they're going to think that they're going to get like 60, mil or whatever it is. It's not realistic.
Okay, I'll read this one out. It's from Jaap. He said, I like the setup. You have a good chemistry. You're like the Bianconeri Fantastic Four. So thanks for that. It's a new Friday thing. Normally, we do it every Friday. Okay, we're 40 minutes in.
Julian and Justin are huge Marvel nerds too, so they love the Fantastic Four.
They do.
I'll be Mr. Incredible, or whatever it's called. Mr. Fantastic.
You're just real quick. Your sound's back. Is there any way? Can you check the back of your thing if it all?
Yeah, I think you.
Option.
It needs to be on the
if
hard
you have
option.
It looks like a little. Yeah, it looks like a little Pac-Man. I can't see.
No, the other option. It needs to be on the hard.
It is on the heart.
Yeah, there's crazy sound.
I don't know what's going on with that. That's crazy.
I'll just mute myself again.
Or just switch to the not to the mic. Just do it on the. Oh, you're on the PC.
Yeah.
It's a Mac.
I'll just mute myself for a bit.
Okay. Okay, we're 40 minutes in.
Cheap cables.
We're 40 minutes in. We still have 3 questions, and I wanted to touch on the World Cup draw, so we need to speed it up a bit more now. Otherwise,
Yeah, Canada.
we're never gonna make it. Yeah. Okay, this is my question. So I asked, what do we need, and how long will it take for Juve to win more than two or more consecutive scudetti once again? That was my question. So 2 or more than 2. So that was my question. I will answer it first. Okay. I think the most important thing we need is stability, and that's why I'm not going with the sack Allegri or sack another coach. So that's my point. Like, do I absolutely love what Allegri's doing at this moment in time? No, like, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not saying sack him because I need stability now to build something if you want to win 2 in a row again or more. So that's one. And the second option is making the easy/hard choices. And with that, I mean, in the summer, you look at Sandro and you say, go find yourself a club. We don't care. Just do it. Arthur, Ramsey, Rabiot, Bernardeschi, Ciao, Quadrado, 1 year. You don't want 1 year? Goodbye. Like, that's what I mean with making easy/hard choices. That's the only way you get back to the top. You need to refresh the squad that's filled with players who have showed nothing over the past few years or are on the decline, like clear decline. Like, you cannot award mediocrity with a new deal, in my opinion, or a long-term deal. So that's my second point. And my third point is, I think that's obvious. Not maybe, get the right players in. I'm not saying get 5 players in, they all need to bang, because it's normal if one player doesn't really kick on one player. Like, that's okay. But with that, I mean, get the players in we need position-wise, because this squad is built. I don't know how it's built. Like I've known, it's like, you know what it's like, and it's the reality. It's like four different people worked on the squad in 2 years' time, and they just added their own flavors into it, and it tastes hella salty. Like the soup they made, it tastes ridiculous. It's not. It's not good. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you can see the lineup at times. It's like, what the hell is happening over here? He cannot play that position. He's not really a winger, but he's playing winger like a Rabiot or like an Arthur. Like it's built completely wrong. So those are my three things. And if you get those things right, you will dominate once again. Just because the stability and the power we have in Italy, like it's unmatched. Not even Inter can match that in terms of money and stuff like that. So if you get the things right again, what I've said, what we have done the previous 9 years, basically, I would say 8 years, then you will dominate once again, I believe. So yeah, that's mine. I'll go to Justin first.
I didn't hear a damn word you just said, and I apologize. I just checked Twitter, and I just saw that freaking picture, that stupid kit.
Yeah.
And that can't be real. That's got to be April Fool's.
Oh, is there a kit leak?
It's the sixth one already in 1 month. So.
Okay, I pray to whatever religion you look at, whatever it is, just pray to that. That's not it, because holy shit, you cannot be that bad. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
This like fractal triangle thing?
Yeah, it's stupid as hell. All right, what does Juventus need to do? To me, and I apologize. I really, like I said, I did not hear a word you said because I was just staring at it, just guessing. Like, there's no way, there's no chance. Anyway. So for it to win 2 consecutive scudetti, I almost view that as a I got the sound. Anybody else hear that now? This time?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we're having sound issues today. I don't know, maybe there's a ghost somewhere. Anyway, so for me personally, I think, well, one, I almost think it, when you say, to me, we're almost getting ahead of ourselves, right? By saying to win 2 scudetti in a row. Like, I understand we got a little bit fat and happy from 2011 to 2019, 2020, just, with those scudetti, winning that many in a row, that at this point, I just, like, I want to get to the one, and I understand. I also don't want to undersell the league while at the same time maybe looking at, I understand that Serie A is not comparable to like the Premier League when it comes to the level of competition, the level of talent you have in the league as a whole. I think there are moves that it's getting better. So I'm trying to think what's reasonable. I think right now we're seeing a good adjustment from Allegri, from what we saw from the beginning of the season. He was put in a crap situation with Ronaldo's departure, all the players that have been injured throughout the season. You're shaking it up so much. You're getting, Dybala's whole situation now, him leaving. You're losing these pieces, but then you're bringing in a Vlahovic. You're bringing in Zakaria. I think definitely you need an attacker who's going to be a good threat alongside. I understand you have Morata, but I don't feel like Morata. I don't need it to be a 4-4-2 in the future. I don't need it to be Morata and Vlahovic. I want to have a 4-3-3 is what I would like to see him play with. Preferably, if he goes a different direction, he goes a different direction. Obviously, you need a top tier midfielder. You need to boost the midfielder. The midfield, it's gotten better. I think you need a guy. I don't know if the thing is, I like all these pieces. They're big splashes. Bringing in a guy like Jorginho, bringing in a guy like Pogba, but I wonder, given their age, and I understand their age is they're their peak, they're not really getting too old, but how long is this going to be something that truly revolutionizes Juventus to bring back the glory days, if you will. And then also you got to look at, like I said, you got to look back at the kicking out the guys. I think I did hear this part. I did hear about Juventus making the difficult decision to maybe sacrifice a little bit of money to kick guys out, to get Alexandro out of here, to get Rabiot out of here. Ramsey's going to come back in the summer, and we're going to have to get him back out of here once again. You're going to have all these guys that are useless that maybe you end up I mean, you kind of already ended up doing that with a few guys anyway, where you ended up losing out on some money just to try to move them off. I think those are some options, but also you got to make some smart options, especially to replace the likes of Chiellini and then Bonucci soon, because Bonucci will be gone, I'd imagine within the next few years. And then bring in Donnarumma. You're on mute. I can't hear you, Ale.
Okay, sorry. Davide, you go.
Assuming that we win this year, then by next year we're done.
Yeah, we're winning it this year. Thank you. Davide gets it. We're winning
one more year. That's it. This is easy. This is short-term goals right now. Let's think a little longer term.
That's why I said 2 or more.
Okay. So you got at least 3.
We'll just keep on winning. We'll do next 10 years. We're good. Don't worry about it.
Never mind. All right, Davide, what's yours? So what do you say?
Oh, you want me to be serious about it? Or
Yeah, actual serious.
Well,
Also,
because people already wanted to kick me off the channel, so I was just trying to perpetuate that there.
Which one? Who wanted to kick you off? Are you talking about me?
I can't remember. He's already blocked in my heart. So
No, he wasn't talking about you. He was talking about an actual Davide in the chat. So you're calm. So you can go. No, I mean you can go with your opinion.
Continue being okay. Okay, so realistically, I think we're a couple years out from starting that. The ship is starting to settle a little bit. A few more key players in the summer transfer market, get that stability, that system. I think, so what? We got 23, 24 next year. Say 25, from 25 to 27. That's going to be our next 2. A little more medium term, let's say. And I think we can do it because the rest of Inter's not built for the future. Milan's getting lucky. Napoli will poop their pants. There you go. We're in.
Okay. Julian, you go.
Is my mic shit still?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Do you want me to just pass?
No, you're pretty good.
Justin's muted.
Justin's muted. Yeah,
Shit,
what
my
a
bad.
shit show.
Yeah. No. We can hear you when you talk. You're fine. It's just because when you go quiet, it picks up the sound around you.
Okay, so I'll talk and then I'll mute when I'm done.
Okay, you go.
Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to rebuttal Davide's point about Milan a bit because I think they are scouting some very good players and they're on the tails of some very good players, so they will get better. And they're already being coached up right now, obviously at first, whatever.
Yeah.
But in terms of us, we have to look at ourselves. And it's going to be Juventus and Milan for the foreseeable future because I think Inter's going to gradually just tail off as they usually do. And Napoli, they're old and they don't know how to buy players, and that owner's a lunatic, so I'm not worried about Napoli anymore. It's going to be a battle between us and Milan for the foreseeable future, I think. So I don't know if we're going to have sustained Serie A title wins, but it all depends on how much Juventus wants to spend. It's all up to us.
What about when Dybala gets it rolling at Inter?
You won't see Dybala in a Serie A jersey.
No, I don't believe that either. He's gone. Okay. The chat is asking or saying some things, and I'm gonna ignore it just because there's a question related to it, and otherwise I'm gonna kind of ruin it a bit. Before I move on, I want to say first, because David is a member. If you want to become a member, I'm gonna put it out on the screen. It changed a bit. It got better. It will get better over time because we're gonna add some stuff. So you can see we have 3 tiers now. So yeah, you can just hit the members club like David. You can join the group chat. You can come on the channel and you can support the channel just to improve, like we have done ever since we started. And quality-wise, that's what we're improving. Like the talks, they're gonna be the same, like trash apparently. If you read the comments, sometimes we're trash, but it is what it is. So as you can see, 3 tiers, it changed a bit. If you want to join, hit the members button, basically. You can join as you can see, the Discord member chat. You can come on the channel and you can support the channel. So we can keep giving you this for the next, I don't know how many years. Let's see. Let's see. If you will play like this, not many years in my opinion, but let's see. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. I think that's my question. No, it's Julian's. Excuse me. It's Julian's question.
Yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, guys, definitely consider joining the member squad. It really does help us. Like I said, if you enjoy the daily videos that we put out, daily videos, breakdowns, all the stuff that we do here, all the lives on the channel, it really helps us to be able to continue to bring this to you guys. And also, like I said, it's awesome because you get to come hang out with us and we can talk Juve. And, you know, when games are rolling again and, you know, things are heating up a bit more, you can come and give your honest opinion, be it harsh or not.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, Julian's question. So he asked, who's a better team, Juve or Inter? Well, it's your question, so you go first. Also,
Shout out Norbert.
really quickly,
It's
Norbert.
Also, go ahead.
No, really quickly, Norbert joined the members club, so thanks for that. You can DM me because you already DM me, so just DM me and I will send you the Discord link because it's under the Discord link's under the community tab. If you don't find them, just DM me on Twitter, and I will send you the link after the live, straight after that. But yeah, you go.
Okay, so obviously this is not talking about Juventus versus Inter historically because obviously we dummy Inter historically. This is right now. Is Juventus better than Inter or is Inter better than Juventus? I'm looking at it in 4 ways: midfield, attack, defense, and goalie. So goalie, we win. Szczesny is better than Handanovic in terms of keeping the ball out of your net. He's better. In terms of defense, they are better. I have to give it to them. Bastoni, Skriniar, De Vrij work better than whatever the hell we throw out there. I'm not saying they're all better than Delit. I'm just saying, as a group, Inter have better defenders. Midfield, that's not even a question. It's Inter.
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
We all know that. And in attack, I'm giving it to us. If Vlahovic and again, Dybala's only here for 8 more games, but I'm giving it to us. But in totality, I still think Inter is a better team, or on paper, than us. I know that's probably blasphemous to say, but I think that's the case.
Okay.
Go.
Welcome to the bianconerizonechannel zone.
I was gonna say the same. Wait, I will answer it quickly because my answer is really short, to be honest. I'm going Inter because their team is built for what they want to do or what the coach wants to do. Our team is not built for what Allegri wants to do, so that's why I'm going Inter. Like you said, you can go by position, defense, backline, all those things, and I agree with you. And even up top, I'm a bit iffy because I think we have better players, talent-wise, but it's not really clicking. But the better team, Inter's team, is better built for what the coach wants to do, so I'm going Inter. You go, Julian. Justin, excuse me.
I was going through it, and I think maybe for some of these I go a little bit too much into it because I end up looking like trying to break down piece by piece, player by player, what Inter have and what Juve have. I think just to keep it shorter and simpler, I think obviously if you look at it on paper, the team has been built better than Juve is currently because of the things that Conte have done. Morata there, and the guys really getting in some useful pieces, especially the defense and especially in the midfield. Our defense, a lot of our issues come from guys being old, guys being injured, and things like that. But we also leave out coaching, which right now I would still take. Obviously, I would take. I think historically Allegri over. Why am I blanking? Why can I give you the name?
Stupid Inzaghi.
Inzaghi, yes, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of Inzaghi. Yeah, I would not take him, and I think you're kind of seeing it play out right now with the slide that Inzaghi's having. Kind of remember, does this sound familiar from the 2019-2020 season where Lazio were there potentially competing with Juve at the end? I was worried about them being one that would compete. It was Inter, Lazio, and Juve, and Juve was starting to fall apart a little bit, but they were just holding them at bay thanks to that Sampdoria win. But you started to see Lazio. I remember actually it was the day my son was born because it was the Lazio-Atalanta match, and they just had a full systems failure during that game. It was right when all the things came back into play that season. And I think you're starting to see that with Inzaghi and how they've been playing lately. Besides the Salernitana match, they've struggled there to get anything really to continue what Antonio Conte Conte had built there. So I think Juve right now, even though their pieces overall may be better at Inter, I think Juve are in a better place right now, and I think they could definitely pull this one out. It wouldn't surprise me though if it went the other way either, though. Just given them what we see with Juve all season.
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I expect to win, but nothing shocks me. No disappointment is too big for me and my fandom.
David, you go.
I believe it's pronounced Meralde. Is that not how we're supposed to pronounce this team? Like, you guys are giving them way too much respect here. They're trash. They're always going to be trash. We're gonna win on Sunday, and that's it.
It's the
We're a
biggest
better
jinx
team.
ever.
We've been just playing like trash. We got dumped by our girlfriend. We've been in a rut. Been dragging our feet, but that's okay. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna get over it. We're gonna beat this trash team. And if not, out of pure embarrassment, I'm gonna wear a Canadian Football League jersey on the next stream I'm on.
Tiger Cats?
Excuse me?
Hamilton Tiger Cats?
Edmonton.
Ah, okay.
Wait, I'm taxing the new member. He asked me. Okay.
Just take your time.
So
We're here for you.
David, what the hell was I saying? Davide just pulled out the greatest jinx ever on the Bianconerizonechannel zone. I think Julian will be happy because he's not holding that title anymore. He jinxed Zeko into scoring against us. Now you jinxed probably Juve into getting their asses whooped, but let's see on
Somehow
Sunday.
we're relegated. We're getting relegated by the end of the season.
Probably, yeah. At this rate,
They found the destroyed paper from Ronaldo.
Davide. It's at Davide's home, most likely. Wouldn't be shocked. He looks like that guy. I don't know.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Are you profiling me now? You saying I'm some sort of thug? You don't know me.
Come on. We have done like 8 shows. I know you. But no. I will read the last question, and then we go into some World Cup talk before we wrap it up because we're already 1 hour in.
Is this a surprise question?
Yeah, and it's not a weird one or something. It's one. I think it's from Hasta. I'm pretty sure it was from Hasta, who is in the chat. So I picked your question. It's a fun question apparently because I'm leaving for a week on Sunday and Justin
We
is
fired
basically
him. He's off the channel. He's done.
So Justin is basically taking over. So this question is probably what he's gonna talk about all week if we win on Sunday. So the question is from Hasta, and he asked, or she asked, if we beat Inter, do we have a realistic shot at the scudetto? So I'll go first. You can beat Inter, but if Milan win, it's the same thing. So that's my first answer. And even if Milan don't win, I'm still saying no, because the advantage they have, and me and Julian went over it on the podcast, their run-in is it's too not too easy, but like they need to have one of the worst collapse ever for us to catch them up. Not for Napoli or Inter to catch them up, but for us to catch them up. All of those teams up the up. It's not one. There are 3 teams in front of us. They have the biggest meltdown I've seen ever, in my opinion, or in a very long time. So that's why I'm saying no, because too many things need to fall into our place. Things we don't have in our
Milan has 8 games left, and they need to go 5 wins, 2 losses, and a draw, and we have to win 8 in a row just to tie them.
Yeah, that's it. So
and then it goes down to goal difference because we tied them both games.
So Julian's answer is that no. So he's saying no, I think. I'll go first with David on this one. You go.
What's realistic? Like mathematically,
Yeah.
yes, and that would be realistic. I would believe, because that's in the realm of possibility if you're going by like a pure scientific explanation of the thing. It's still, when you objectively, when you think about it, it's still a ways off. It will be hard. But we're going to win the next 2 scudetti and the next 10, really, for that matter. So, yeah, absolutely. It's possible. Why not? Let's do it. It's happening. Starting Sunday. You'll see.
Okay.
Or I'm wearing that trash jersey.
You go, Justin.
Can you? Okay, let me. It's on the screen, so I just want to make sure. If we beat Inter Milan, do we have a realistic shot? Let's put realistic in there. I mean, there's a shot. Yes, there's a shot. Realistic. It seems unlikely, obviously, given that. But I would probably be the most optimistic in Juventus's chances, just because though it's starting to wane, the season's waning. We're in April now. You got 2 months left of this nonsense before we can focus on hopefully a real better season next year. I think right now, for the longest time, I was done. I thought Juve was dead in the water. Back in November, I think October-ish, I was really feeling. I remember I was on the beach in Florida, watching Juve lose, just crap bum teams or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. But then the month of December happened, and the month of December you started to see Inter, Milan, and then Napoli, these other teams just dropping inexplicable games, inexplicable losses that they shouldn't have had. So is it realistic? Is it possible? I don't like the word realistic. I don't like that because to me, I feel like, if we're living in reality, we're probably too far behind where maybe you can get to second place. Maybe second place is realistic. But I think as it stands right now, it's a possibility, but a lot of crap has to happen, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't see it happening. I don't see enough pieces falling into place.
Okay. I did not expect that response from you, but that's fair. I don't believe that either, in my opinion. So I'll read out some chats now, really quickly. Home of Juve is asking if there will be a preview tomorrow. Yeah, me and Davide will do a preview tomorrow. Usual hours, so like today, basically. Same thing. There's no watch along, but there will be the usual stuff after the game, reaction, ratings, and stuff like that. Let me see. Some do believe in the title still, which is fair. I'm not saying don't believe. You should, if you want to believe, you should believe. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up that high because I actually don't see it. How if we would have beaten Milan back then, or even a Napoli at home, maybe. Like if it wasn't, how many points is from Milan? 7, right, or 8?
7 right now.
7. 2 wins and a draw.
Okay, 7.
Napoli, Milan, Torino, Atalanta. Any of those games go different.
Yeah, I was not. Yeah, like you said, any of those games. If it was 5 points, I would be sitting here and I would say, yeah, we have a shot. I would believe that 100% if it were 5 points. But 7 is a lot. Like, it's a lot. But it is what it is. Okay. We will have like 10 minutes still. So we'll talk a bit about the World Cup. I know Italy is not in it, but we have 2 Canadians on the channel, 1 American, also in the chat. Like, it's Canadian, America, most of them.
Belgium.
And the Belgium.
Yeah, I don't support Belgium, but hey, whatever.
He lives and dies for the.
It's already, guys.
That is retro.
2007.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Okay, I will start off with the Canadian ones. What do you think about the draw, about the group, basically? Because it's Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, and Canada. I will start off with Julian. Do you, realistically, believe you're gonna make it to the next round?
I think you know what? Yes, I do think there's a good chance we can do it.
I believe that also.
Against Belgium, we'll probably lose because they're kids. The Canadian national team, the best players, they're kids. They'll be in awe of all these great Belgian players, De Bruyne, obviously Lukaku. Okay, timeout. I'll take back Lukaku.
Not so obvious, but yeah.
Yeah. So they'll be in awe. They'll lose the game probably 2-0. I think they can beat or at least draw Croatia. I think Luka Modric is going to be 37 years old. He's going to be playing in 30-degree heat, 3 games in 7 days. I don't think he's going to be able. obviously he's still going to be classy, Luka Modric, whatever, outside the foot, making nice plays, but he's not going to be able to keep up because you think of the Canadian national team, it's pace, it's counterattacks. You lose the ball, we're going to go. That's what Canada is. And you got Davies, Buchanan, David, and Kyle Larin all running at your back line. Who's stopping? Croatia stopping them. Borna Barisic from Rangers. Shimi Varsalko, the skeleton of him. No. Domagoj Vida, who gets the runaround from Larin at Besiktas.
Yeah, he's. They still have a good squad, but in some positions they need to refresh it. But for some reason they're not doing it. I don't know. A bit like Italy, it feels they're holding on to something they shouldn't be holding on to. But I agree. I think you have a shot.
I like the chances, and then against Morocco, honestly it's going to be 50-50 because again, like obviously Canada's not the most dominant team, but Morocco's decent. They're
decent. Like Ziyech is not playing because he has a big argument with the coach, so he's not coming back.
Yeah.
But, okay, they have someone playing in Belgium. It's Tissoudali. He's still playing in Belgium, but he is on crazy form, like unbelievable form. Like everything he touches turns into goal, even at Morocco. So he's I think he will be the guy everybody will look at when they're playing. They have a good team, Morocco. They have Hakimi. Like if you look at the highlights of Morocco, like he wins games with free kicks and stuff, like unbelievable. Like, time and time again. So he's clutch. Not for some reason, he's a quality player, but for Morocco, he's super clutch. So I think.
And Hakimi against Davies will be a massive matchup in that one.
I was gonna say that matchup is gonna be
pretty
electrifying. Like it should be. Like I don't want to jinx it, but that should be amazing to watch. To be honest.
Yeah.
They're gonna push each other back and forward. Basically, it's gonna be unbelievable. Hopefully they stay fit because that's something I'm looking forward to. But you, David, do you think you guys have a shot into basically qualifying?
Man, I actually got to think about this earlier today. So, man, I'm loving it. So, as you might imagine, there's not a lot of soccer or football fans, what have you, in Canada, especially rural parts of Canada, like where I'm at. But people, I don't know, I'm exuding so much just Juventus and culture and whatnot that I think people are starting to get hyped up about it too. Because I work with a Croatian guy, and he had the day off today. And while I was at work, he got a message, and he's the one that updated me on the group. And he did not pay attention to football until last week because he was watching our stream, the last Friday's debate. So now he's into it. He's updating me on the whole thing. This is awesome. I got, and it's funny because I have a Macedonian friend, as I mentioned. You know, Italy is not my team right now for the World Cup because of Macedonia. So hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass with my Croatian friend now, and they eliminate us, but we'll see. That being said, I agree. These European teams, Belgium, Croatia, they're older. Yes, they got tons more skill, but Canada is explosive. They do have a counterattack. They got tons of really young, great talent coming up, and who knows? They can pull off an upset. They take points off Croatia. They take points off Morocco. They might even take points off Belgium. You don't know. They're not at their best lately. Yeah, I think there is a solid chance. I'm biased as hell, but yeah, they might just go through.
But I agree. I think for me it wouldn't be a shot because we will do something around the World Cup. We'll do because there's no Juve, there's no Mercato, there's nothing. So we'll do daily videos, but I think the other content, the live shows will be watch-alongs or stuff like that, like fun things, prediction things and stuff like that. So, but I will do my prediction. I said it's going to be Belgium and Canada, my opinion. I can be completely wrong, but I believe that. But I will go to Justin now. So it's US. They are with England, Iran, and
USA,
it's
England,
Wales,
Iran.
Scotland, or Ukraine. It's still up. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. To be honest, it's Scotland needs to play Ukraine, and then the winner needs to play Wales. But for now, there's no date planned for that game.
Before Justin goes, what did England do to Johnny Infantino to get that group?
To be honest, that's if Wales make it,
That's-
or even Scotland.
That's a
Like if it's Scotland, England, that's how do you want to call it?
that's a
It's like-
derby.
it's a big it's a
an
big
international
game.
derby, but like
It's
Yeah, but-
shit, but like they struggle for some reason. They struggle against them sometimes. But yeah, you go,
The
Justin.
English
First
have
off-
always struggled against the Scots.
First of all, I want to talk about I want to talk about first about Alejandro and his condescension to us and how he's like, do you think you all can maybe? You think maybe there's even a chance that you all could move on just a little bit?
Who?
We in Belgium, we're good. We're Gucci. We don't need to worry about this. But how about you Canadians and you Americans? You think maybe you'd be able to move on? Now,
Oh,
I
that
think-
okay. Now I got it.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about do you think you have a chance?
By the way,
Maybe.
wait.
Somebody throw me a freaking bone here.
The chat. I don't support Belgium. Justin is joking. I don't
He-
support him.
he-
I don't.
He's Belgium Man 69. If you look him up, it says Belgium Man 69. It's a picture of a waffle.
Like
And that's all.
some guys on the channel support two countries. I don't.
Yeah.
Some,
and that's kinda
all
where
three
I
of them. By the way.
And that's where I sit right there. Like, I understand you guys actually feel like you're real Canadian fans. And like me, Italy's my country, my team that I cheer for in the World Cup and on the international stage. I like the United States. I have no, I know when I say buy-in, when they lose, it doesn't bother me. Like when Italy didn't, if I were on the channel when Italy failed to qualify, it probably would have been bad. I was pretty pissed and I was pretty angry. USA not qualifying, I would be like, oh, well, that happened. And I just move on about my day, go doing whatever. It helps having Weston McKennie on the team. I actually have, obviously it's America and having Weston McKennie, but it's also been soccer, calcio, whatever. It's been a sport in America that's just not been big until there's a movement to develop and really to start having some of these, MLS programs, USL here locally in Louisville. There's a USL team and stuff like that. There's a push and it's growing, but when it comes to the actual buy-in for the American national team, I don't have that for me yet. But at the same time, I got nothing else to cheer for. I guess I have a little bit of Spanish in my family. But I feel like I can't do that as an Italian. I feel like I can't go and be that guy to have those two teams. I think, but anyway, talking about the actual games, I think there's a chance America could move on, but I think it's like if they move on, then they're gonna be done right after that. Like I just don't see them, I don't see them making a run. I hope to be wrong. It'd be fun to watch. But if there's one thing we know that Americans are good at, it's at defeating England time and time again. So maybe they can pull that one out. We're underdogs and plenty times against England, and last I checked, we were always beating them. So then,
Boston Party or Boston Tea Party 2.0.
Pretty
Guilty
sure
party
the
for that.
White House got burnt down by a couple of yokel Brits.
yeah, but we kicked their ass back to Britain. Anyway. Shut up, David.
By back to
Sorry,
Britain,
I'm
he
just talking
meant
about the American team.
back the river into Canada.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, I'm actually trying to think when you're saying. I was like trying to think of the timeline because I'm like, when did that burn down? I don't have it all stuck. in
That's
my
right.
head.
Your history class doesn't talk about the time you lost.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't lost. I don't. When did we lose? I think we decided.
1812, Vietnam, Korea.
I don't think. No. We didn't lose against Korea or Vietnam. My granddad did get a beer bottle. He got a purple heart.
He got a beer bottle.
Let me finish my statement. He got his leg cut open on a beer bottle while he was drinking in Korea during that war. So that was a pretty tough one. And then, anyway, I don't recall. I think we just decided we were ready to move on. And then we decided, hey, guys, it's over. We call this. We win. You guys stay home and enjoy Vietnam.
There's a lot of, let's be honest, there's a lot of not moving on in your country. So don't tell me that one.
See, this is what we need more of this. When we do our shows, I'm going to have you on this. Yeah, you're going to see, if you guys like Davide, you're going to have a lot more Davide on the channel next week. Whenever Julian's not here, he'll be joining me for those lives. Actually, even if you want to join when Julian's here too, we can have the three of us. That's fine as well.
Whenever you want me, bro.
I appreciate it. We'll get into this, just sticking to it because I know we got to wrap this up. Talking about the actual sport, talking about it. I think there's a chance, like I said, I think there's a chance they move on. What's Aaron Ramsey's bum ass going to do something for Wales? We'll see. And Iran, don't even start me with them. So see. Hopefully it's England and America that are pulling it out. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry, can I make a quick comment on the American national team?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Make-
I'm actually I'm gonna big them up because they should be better at what they provide or what they show.
Should, yeah.
Because their coach is ridiculous and doesn't start the same players. There's no consistency. If they started this a good starting 11 all the time, there would be continuity. They'd be actually They probably would have won the CONCACAF just on talent alone, and they should be second. There should be no question. They should be second in that group. I don't care. They should beat Ukraine. They should beat Scotland. They should beat Wales, and and Iran, obviously.
I agree.
And then we'll head on home.
Yeah.
We'll come back home.
I think you play the A bracket side, so you'll play the second, probably Senegal. And
No, they played the first one. So it's the Netherlands, probably.
So it'll be Holland. Hey, why not?
There's a possibility, yeah.
They're really
I don't
good.
think Go ahead, Belgium. What do you got? Let's talk about Belgium.
No, if you want me to talk about Belgium, they have a lot of experience, and they have a lot of good young players. But he waited too long to integrate them. He waited too long to bring them into the team. Like, he's doing it now, but I think it's too late for this tournament. Again, it's a final window. Like, the window will close now because the back line it's done. Hazard is not making it. He's having surgery already. Like De Bruyne, yeah, but he's not gonna do it every time for you. So they need to freshen it up a bit. And I think he waited a year too long, in my opinion. But let's see. Again, I texted in the group. They are, how do you want to say, so full of themselves. They are, because of the ranking, the FIFA ranking. They again, it's a small country, Belgium, and the talent they produce in the last couple of years is ridiculous. Like, it's not really normal. It's like Uruguay, basically. But Uruguay are doing that for a longer time, so now it's catching on over here. So credit to them, but they're so full of themselves. I'm not gonna lie. I turned on the TV. The first thing they said is the next round against Spain or Germany. It's gonna be they dismissed the group stage already. You cannot do that. You just can't. Germany did that against Sweden. You remember that group? They went home in the group stages. Germany. So you can never do that, and that's their biggest issue. They disrespect. Again, they play Italy in the Euros. They were saying, and with a straight face, Alderweireld, Vermaelen, Vertonghen are better defenders than Chiellini, Bonucci, and they were believing that. They said it on national TV, and they believed that. And that was embarrassing, shocking. At that point, I was like, it's done. They're overhyping them once again. Not even when, let's say, those players in their prime, compared to Bonucci and Chiellini now, they're not even close. Like, they're not close. They're good defenders, but like, don't disrespect players who are actually among the best in their generations. Those are not. They're not. Like, they play for Benfica, Tottenham, those teams. Yeah, England, but not top teams. That's.
Doesn't Alderweireld play in Arabia?
Yeah, now, yeah, he does. But like they, you know what they say? They say, oh, but they play in the Premier League. Yeah, but they play at Leicester. Like, it's good. He plays in the Premier League, but like, that's not the standard.
So I was actually tallying this during the Euros because I was in a betting pool with pretty much all English Premier fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was the one Italy fan, and I was getting trashed on the whole time. So I was actually tallying the Serie A goals compared to the Premier League goals, and Serie A was just trashing the Premier League through that tournament.
Yeah, that was. But
and I know that's just one example, but like, let's not overcredit the EPL. I don't think they're that great. They're great, but let's knock them down a peg or two.
I will ask a final question, a quick one. I just want one name, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Also, before I want to say that, like, pedigree and just history it does matter in the World Cup and the Euros. It's not the Champions League. Like, Italy, they make finals with shit teams. They do. Like, and sometimes they even win it with bad teams. It's just history. It's just believe in themselves. Some countries have that. Some countries don't have that. So that is what it is. But my question is, really quickly, one country, who's going to win it? So I'm going first. I'm saying Brazil. Julian?
I'm going to go the reigning champions because you got to beat them to beat them. I go France.
Okay. Justin?
Go Davide. I'm trying to think. I honestly don't know.
I'm still trying to think. I haven't even processed this yet.
Okay, real quick. Let me see the group real quick. Oh yeah. Maybe this is when Messi gets it done. Argentina.
Okay.
No way.
Oh, that's actually
I'm
that's
kidding.
A lot of people are thinking that, by the
why
way.
not?
It's not a weird
Yeah,
shout.
I like Argentina. Why not?
So you're going
That was just
also
a shot in the
Argentina?
dark. I don't. There's nobody.
You know, I always had a secondary European team just because I kind of like them. And I know you're not supposed to have a secondary team,
If you're gonna
Okay,
if you're
okay,
going
let's
with
hear this.
Spain, I'm
but
gonna
it's the
block
Dutch.
you.
It's the Dutch.
Thank God. Yeah.
Just saying, I have an Edgar Davids Dutch jersey.
A lot of people do, to be honest.
See,
It's a thing. So let's say the Dutch.
Yeah. I don't think people know. Like, if I had a secondary, it would be Spain. Would be my as my secondary. It's because I have it in my family. That's the
Okay.
only reason.
Yeah, that
But-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's you said Argentina, right? Okay. You said Messi,
Yeah.
which a lot of people think they're gonna win it, to be honest. But let's see.
Is Otamendi still starting?
Who?
Otamendi?
Yeah, Romero on goal, most likely. It's Romero, right? Yeah, it's Romero. No, it's Martinez. I'm sorry. What I'm saying. It's Martinez.
Can I do a quick
It's Villa.
Can I do a quick soapbox real quick before you wrap it up?
What?
A quick soapbox real quick before you
what
wrap
that
it up.
is.
Like, can I stand on my soapbox and preach at people real quick? Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna.
Wait,
talk.
wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Guys, first of all, of all you
Wait,
bums
wait.
watching this channel
Wait,
right
wait,
now,
wait. Promote the members club. I'll put that on the screen. If you're gonna talk, just then do that.
I'm getting to that. Okay, first of all, before we get to the member stuff, and we'll touch on the member stuff. We'll touch on your member. First of all, what I'm going to say is this. You guys, you bums over here, come in and hit the poll saying 69 votes. Okay, 93%, 7% said no. So that means 7% of you said no, that you didn't like the video. Last time looking at it, maybe it's wrong. It says that there are 55 likes on this video. That math isn't working out for me right now. So some of you all are lying and not hitting the like button. If you're still in here, hit that freaking like button. It really helps our channel grow, helps everything with our channel, helps us continue. It's free. I don't know why you can't do it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you run while we're still live. Even after we're live, you can still run over and do it. Smack your grandma up, take her phone, grab grandma's phone, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, tell grandma you love her and have her watch us. She'll enjoy the show. And then also, guys, make sure if you haven't already, consider joining the member squad. The member squad really does. It helps support our channel. It helps us continue to bring you great content like this. Also, all the members, we get to know you guys way better. Like Davide and stuff like that, we get to know you guys way better because we have constant. It's fun communication, talking BS back and forth about sports, other things happening on the world. It's just a constant, basically a group text kind of thing going on. It's a good thing to be a part of it. And it allows you, you get so many little perks from it. You get badges, you get the wallpaper, you get emojis, and then you also get to join the Discord chat. And if you do the top tier, you get the opportunity to get a priority. It helps you give better options and opportunities to end up winning giveaways that we're going to be doing on the channel. Right now, we're developing different things. That'll be fun stuff. Also, Bianconerizonechannel Zone kind of branded stuff we're doing. I'm working on a t-shirt, maybe even potentially scarves and stuff like that in the future as well. So consider joining that, be a part of the squad, and you'll get a lot of cool benefits. And you get to jump on the channel and be a part of what we do here. Anyway, that's me.
Okay. Thanks for that.
That's an awesome-
I'm gonna
that's
pre-record
awesome.
that and I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna play that because that was a mouthful.
We need
But-
to capture the essence.
Yeah.
Yes. Just I think I should have said Will Smith smack your grandma.
Yeah, you missed opportunity.
I did. All right.
But yeah,
Multiple takes.
first of all, it's Friday, so I want to thank everyone in the chat or whoever watch stream. Thanks for joining again. I want to thank Julian, Justin, and Davide for coming on a Friday night. Or for me, it's also basically night for you guys already, almost.
Yeah,
I will be back tomorrow with Davide for a preview. There will be a daily with Justin. And on Sunday, it's match day stuff as usual. Then I'm gone for a week. So it's going to be Justin, Julian, and I think Davide also. So yeah, that's that. Again, everyone, thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.
Get ready for